This is the shore, and the waves keep crushing in.
Interview with Sacramentum about the depth of life, power of women, and unburying dead animals as a fine piece of art. You met Sacramentum at the Partisan Festivals.
Do you agree? Thank you. The obsidian nights away. Allow yourself to be enraptured by the cold embrace of the moon. It when night surrounds me.
In Europe, it's not, of course it's distances as well, but it's smaller distances.
And the same culture is the difference between the US and Europe.
What is
In the fans, the crowd. Is the big
The crowd,
difference
yeah.
between Europe and US?
Yes, there is. It's very. It's more like they like mosh pits in the US. I don't like that because, especially when there are women in the audience, and it's great that they are there, and there are people going mad and hurting people that are just there to watch a concert. So I actually, for the first time in my life last year, I broke the concert off and went into the crowd and said to a guy, "For the fuck's sake, man, stop it." There was one girl, she got a eyebrow broken, and there was a girl in a wheelchair sitting there, and he were mental. And so I said, "Stop the fucking show." And the woman who owned the club, she were getting the security, but when she came back, I have already sorted it out. So they were very thankful for that, and she said that it was about time that somebody did something about that asshole. So it was good. I didn't overreact, but I felt bad anyway. He was a fan and just want to have fun, but he has to respect other people who want to have fun as well. Yeah.
Introduce yourself.
Yeah. My name is Nisse Carlén. I am the vocalist and founder of Sacramentum. I founded the band in 1990, and we had a short break in 2001 until 2020.
Why?
Because what I'm doing with music is art, and I didn't feel that I was creating art in that way, and I didn't want to create just things for the sake of it. I want it to be meaningful and personal, otherwise I do something else. And I always knew that Sacramento would come back. I just didn't believe it would take this long time, but I needed this time to be able to do this like I do today, and I'm thankful for all the lessons all those years have given me. And now I'm totally dedicated to it. Now I can't go back. I try to have a normal life and make a lot of money and everything, but nah, it's not for me. I just wanted to kill myself if I couldn't be one.
What did you do then in the years?
I have family. I have twin daughters. They are 17 years old now. I worked as normal people should do, earning a lot of money, buying bullshit things to try to, deafen their angst, and I made a lot of money more than I ever needed, but the more I bought, the more I died inside, I felt like. So it lessons in life, but I need to get to the very depth of everything, and most people might get things a lot easier, but that's who I am and that's my way. And I'm quite proud of who I become.
And what job did you learn?
There's so much things. And this period, I learned that I always told myself that I didn't care about money, but at the same time, and the house and everything, there are my family and the kids. I don't want any of it if we, it's for my children. And I learned that happiness is, you can't buy happiness by bullshit ideas or other people's opinions and whatever. You gotta come from inside. And creating art, I create art in so many forms, in all forms really. I paint, I do a lot of things, and that's a need I always had. But in those years when I was working and earning money, I renovated a big house for my family. So I got creative in that kind of way to, build. Maybe you can do like a niche there, and you can do. My creativity were
how it worked, but how it influenced the work, the music as a hobby, than earning the big money. Is there a difference?
No. When I started to work, I was 25 years old. Before that, we played music and did tours. And then when I started, I was thinking, 6 months I'm working because I need money. But 6 months became 19 years. Because it was so easy to get, fucking hell, you can get this much money, You don't live very good on artist pay, it's a struggle all the time. But I haven't done anything else than my art and music for the past 3 years, and yes, it's a struggle every month, but
So you have a good year touring.
Oh yes.
And what's your last album called?
The last album we called Thy Black Destiny, but we are releasing a new album in mid-December on Central Media, which will be followed up by a tour, European tour, in the beginning of January with a band called Talkanga. Is I pronouncing that right? Do you know about that band? German band?
No.
Talkanga. It is Obscura. Do you know about that? Playing here?
Yeah.
Stefan, one of the members from Obscura, it is other band that are really like what is the English word for paying tribute to the old school band like Sacramentum, for instance.
Mm-hmm.
So actually he over the years has helped Sacramentum growing in telling people in interviews, large interviews, that if you haven't heard this album, go and check it out. And generations are moving fast, and a lot of people miss things. But he has helped us a lot, and it was a dream for him to tour with us, and okay. So we will do that next year. Let's see. I have some dates for it.
Neem ook af.
Yeah, you're Austria. Yeah.
Ik neem ook af.
It is Austria, I know, but beginning of January, Munich, Nürnberg, Stuttgart.
1.6. München.
Yeah.
In the backstage Berlin, Munich.
Yeah. Yeah. Was it backstage? I don't know. I don't know which place it is, but backstage is where Dark Easter is held, right?
It's the backstage is the biggest rock club in Munich.
Yeah,
The
so
beer garden. And
we played Black Easter last year. Dark Easter is called. Yeah, Dark Easter. Last year in Munich at that place. Yeah. The festival.
Do you like? Did you play Berlin as well?
We have played Berlin a lot of times, but not since 1999, so it's a while ago. And I don't see it on here, but you know, it's coming sooner or later. We start with this tour at the beginning of the year, and then things will follow, and that's pretty much how we go at it. We don't try to plan too much, we just go with what feels right, and when we get good offers, sounds good, let's do it. Does it pay good? We don't care, it is what we want to do. And that's happiness.
What's the name of the second song on your album?
Depends on which album. When we play today,
yes.
Far Away from the Sun.
What's it about?
It is about. It's a very personal thing. When I were 21 years old, I went into, you could say, psychosis, and I were at this lifeless place, stuck there for several months, and the castle that's on the cover is representing my soul, and there were very little life there then.
What's the first four lines?
I know it's by sleep, but Far Away from the Sun. It's it's Fog's Kiss and Far Away from the Sun. I travel as I sleep. Funeral silence is cast over me.
And how did you get over it?
I don't know how to explain it, but I do my own personal ritualistic ways, like a self development thing. And back then I didn't have what it took to get so far, and I still don't know how I got so far so quick. Somebody helped me, which I still do not know, to cross lines which I weren't ready to cross, if that makes sense. So I got stuck, and the psyche is a real fragile thing if you are not careful. I balanced on madness so many times, and
But I think a lot of teenagers or young people don't know what they're going to be or about the future, because if you don't tell them where to look or guide them a bit, they don't know where to. What options or they have if they can't. I think.
But I believe today that there are too many options. Really, back when I was growing up, there were no internet and nothing like that. And I grew up in a very little small town in Sweden, and I were the only one who were into this kind of music. And started my first band in 1988, and people were, I always was seen as an outcast, and I had to go my own way, find my own paths, and they were hard, but I never ever strayed from them. Whatever people thought about me, or yeah, I guess that's why, especially Far Away from the Sun album is hailed as a classic album and legendary album today, because it was so strongly from heart and soul, and yeah, I don't know. I'm so humble to the fact that it is. You can't really write an album. This is gonna be a classic. You don't do that because you do not decide these things. But that's what I meant with true art. If you're feeling it and living it, yeah, I have to do that. Otherwise, it doesn't mean anything to me. Then I can work on another shitty job or whatever.
How did you get your first gig?
I think we organized it ourselves back in the days when we were like 14, 15 years old. And the people didn't understand what the fuck was going on. It was just noise to them. But we had a lot of fun.
What's your, so you're fully scheduled now?
We're going to France next week, playing a big festival there. And then we have a calm period where we hopefully can write some more new material, working on a new album. And we need some break because we have been touring like crazy for the past 3 years. So it takes a lot from you. But we love it, but it's harsh, and I'm not 20, I'm not even 30 or 40 anymore, so it pays its toll on you. But still, it's absolutely, it's the hardest thing you can do in life, but it's also the greatest thing you can do in life, in my opinion, because those who you are touring with, it's memories for life. And I like Bewitch, the band who played after us. We toured with them back in 1996, and it's always great to see them. It's like, seeing old family members, and these bonds are created when you're on tour because you're living so close.
And what do you miss on tour?
I miss my children, of course, when I'm on tour. I miss home. My home. I have built my sanctuary in my house in the cellar. I built a large room where I have all my music equipment, all my records, all my books. I love to sit there alone and just delve into all these things. That's what I really, really love to do. But every once in a while I need to get out as well and be social. And then touring is great, especially as frontman, because I have to talk and I want to talk to people. A lot of people are telling me over the tours that how much our albums has meant for them and their inspiration for doing things, and it's beyond thankful. I mean,
inspiration for what?
For doing music or taking certain choices in life, or a lot of different things. There was a girl in America a week ago. It was her first metal concert ever, and she came up to me afterwards and said, "This was a religious experience." She was so stunned, and I ended up talking to her several hours afterwards, and it was so interesting because we had so much in common, but she never thought that she would go to a metal concert and like it. It was a friend of hers who brought her there. But when she were there, she was stunned. And these kind of things is priceless, really. Money can fuck all, it doesn't matter. It's feelings and experiences like that drives.
Did you tell her to become a
very strong and powerful woman. She had been struggling a lot in her life, but when we talked, I was always supporting her, and I always do. I always give the set list on every show to a woman. I never give it to anyone else because it's my humble way of giving back for the oppression man has put on women all over the years. It's just a little thank you, but those women who gets it, it means a lot to them, and they are shocked really. And a lot of the guys are, what the fuck? But hey, bow down to the true inheritance of this earth, women. You can destroy men, and you know it. You just don't choose to do it.
And what's your current interest?
My interest?
Yeah,
in
art, or what do you read?
What I read, I only read like, how do you say, psychology, philosophy, occult literature. I also write and have written a lot of occult literature, which were what I were doing when I didn't do the music full time. And what can I say?
At the moment?
What I'm reading at the moment, I always read like 10 to 20 books at the same time. The book I have with me, I have 2 books with me in my backpack, and it's Source Magic is one book, which is written by a Swedish occultist that it's called Abrahamson, and I also reading another book which is called The Shaman Way, which is written by a Mexican wise guy who shows ordinary people how they can really transform their life in easy ways. It is highly interesting.
How easy? What easy?
It all depends on level of interest and your perception about reality. I mean, my reality is my reality, your reality is your reality, and if people tell you things and you trust them, then it's their reality, and you just getting fed. But oh yeah, it's like that. But no. Then they are creating an illusion for you, in my opinion, and he's making easy points to see, is this your opinion or is it someone else's opinion? Which is very interesting. Yeah.
But did you have an idol?
Oh yeah, I still have a Finnish film director called Aki Kaurismäki. And he is like Ingmar Bergman, just Finnish version. So he were invited to the Oscar nominations as an honorary guest, but he didn't even answer them, because in an interview they asked him, why didn't you answer? It's an honor to do that. They don't do art. They don't do art. It's bullshit. I mean, that's not film. That's not art. So why should I be there? That's respect in my book, and yeah, I hope I could do the same thing if I yeah.
Yeah, I saw them, and they're both hanging in the film museum in Barcelona.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know Aki Kaurismäki?
No, just from.
Yeah. But anyway.
Yeah.
That's most people haven't heard about him. So.
Do you sell fine art as well?
My art. Sorry.
You sell fine art.
Fine arts. Yes, I sell my art, which is very special pieces. I do a lot of bone art. I collect bones in nature. I love to go out to nature, and I find carcasses of certain degrees of rotting, and I bury them and excavate the bones, and I prepare them, and then I paint paintings, and then I place them, and it comes out in my way. And it's from, it's a long process. It's a hard process, and
But it stinks.
but it's real. Yeah, fucking hell, it does. I'm almost puking sometimes, but it is all part of the process. It is decomposition, and it's the ever circle of life. And as I see it over my life, I died 1,000 times, and I will die 1,000 times more. And every time I die, I recreate myself to new heights of awareness and consciousness for and that's how I see bones, animals eating, in the earth, they're eating it away, and it's like it's a natural process, and it has to have its time, and that's why I do the bone artwork, because you need to have this process for me to really feel that I can create something worthwhile with it. It doesn't pay me any money, because I tend to give the art away to people who I love and respect. But
How much is one?
sorry.
How much is one?
Yeah, it depends. I see if I can find. I guess I have some.
And do you have then somebody who artist, what's it called? Artist manager for fine art, a gallerist?
No, I do exhibitions at musical festivals in Sweden, where I am invited as an artist and as myself for sacramentum, so it goes both ways. So they are having me there for free, pay for everything, and I get to represent both my art and my music. So it's a good thing. It's a great thing, really.
And do you know by, do you think sometimes, do you know by things are popular? Like how to...
No, I can't think like that. Then I create for myself, and if other people likes it or enjoys it, it's just a bonus, really. But if I started to think what other people think about it, then it's over. Then I lost it, and that's just the way I am. Weird, maybe, but.
Are you writing a new album at the moment?
Yeah.
What's it about?
It is about another part of my life where it were a very dark period of my life, and I almost went to jail, and I almost killed myself, and a lot of shit. So it were another dark place.